I don't know how to start this video, or I don't have a start in mind planned already, but I don't really think I need to. I think that can be how the best ideas come about. So without further ado, I'll jump right into it. I think that I'm beginning to develop a spiel, which is interesting because I haven't really, I guess I've always everyone has a little bit of a spiel, but I'm developing one. Terrence McKenna developed one. I guess it's going to keep on developing, but there's a lot of different ideas I can get into, I guess. And I don't necessarily always feel like reaching for new idea building material right there as I'm walking, because I always have those new ideas as developed as I want to, and maybe I could develop them by talking about them on camera, like certain aspects of how fiat currency works I find intriguing. Right now I'm walking barefoot as a continued part of my daily barefoot walking program to strengthen my feet and just make me feel sane. That's something I notice I need. I haven't done that yet today. I've been working on a bunch of other stuff, and it's now 9 o'clock at night and I'm getting around to walking. And it's important because I have to edit video. I don't have to. I choose to edit videos for tomorrow. And that means that I need my brain to work to a certain degree so I can line up all the timing in the clips for my Taking Over the World video series, which is interesting. Which, as I'm sure you know, is fundamentally in protest of the Epstein files. Because people are like, oh my God, no one's doing anything about the Epstein files. I'm like, no, I've openly declared my desire to, and intention to, and mechanism for world domination. And I'm actively recruiting. I mean, it's not like, hasn't taken off like crazy yet, but I didn't really expect it to. This is a multi-decade plan. I've simply moved it into the open. It's just now in the open phase. I've been having this plan for ages though, so that's something I'm doing. There's a lot of life and wholesome lessons in there about taking over the world and how power works and how skill development works and how things operate in the world. This is fun. My brain's kicking in and I'm kind of getting into a flow state. This is interesting. I wasn't expecting this. I just kind of decided to walk, but it's sort of the result of walking that I end up getting into a flow state because I'm taking my body on a progressive linear path. So it makes sense that my mind would start to follow a path as well, simply because I could at the very least simply comment about where my body is and why and what it is doing, and that would form a narrative. So removes any sort of external narrative pressure, I guess. My wife has commented on my ability to simply talk to a camera continually, but it's something I've developed. It's not innate. Surprisingly enough, I was bad at this once. It was just awkward. I didn't really know what to do. I didn't have that self-trust. Like archery today, I made myself just keep on shooting until I got a bullseye. I think I'm going to do that probably every time I shoot. Unless something happens. Because like, sometimes like stuff happens and I just can't. Like my daughter peed herself last time when I was filming, so I had to go off. And I only say that because I think that like it's not the end of the world. Like people think they're like, oh my God, you have kids, it's so hard. It's like, it's just slightly, like it's slightly harder in every situation, and sometimes it's a lot harder. But I don't know. I guess I'm just harder than that. It's not really like I wrestled. And everyone else just did high school and had insomnia. And like, I don't know, people just do hard shit all the time, and you can do hard shit too. So anyway, I have to walk. I don't have to walk. I choose to walk every day. But I enjoy doing this because the stick, dogs, I guess, primarily. I got religious about carrying it the second time I was attacked by dogs.
That makes sense. That's actually smart.
Yeah, so like, exactly. Yeah, it's like fun, and like there's like forearm exercises I can do with it that are beneficial, and then hiking, like, what? I don't want to what? Jerk arm?
Yeah, it's just when you
What is it?
get one arm like way more puffed than the other one. Yeah. Yeah.
Jerk arm. Oh, no. I do a lot of push-ups, so like I'm always
You got it. You're like
conditioning my body in some way. So, but I do switch it up though. But I expect these are going to be wildly popular in the future. So
I've got a couple walkthroughs. I like making them. It's fun.
it is, and like when I'm yes.
Are you just barefoot as of right now, or is that like an everyday?
That's an everyday thing.
I be doing that. You know why? I like being more in touch with the art. Like I like dead ass. Like
I
I
was
be
talking
feeling
about that with my mom. Are you like live streaming?
No, I'm just saying I'm making a video, but I'm just sort of recording like my thoughts and everything as it comes to me, so I don't really.
That's smart. You don't forget it.
Yeah, like I kind of like I got books, so I have like courses and stuff. I have like more refined things. This is just sort of.
What are your courses normally on?
Insomnia. I only have one out right now, but
Okay.
it's on insomnia specifically because that's something that I've struggled with, and I'm like, I consider myself to be.
Getting it out there, I feel like it helps.
It is. It helps a lot of people, but
figuring out what like causes it and helping other people can help yourself. That's how I got it.
Yeah.
That's why I do it.
But like knee pain though, like just foot strength. Like people don't train their feet ever. Like you walk around with foot coffins on, and you're not really ever training your feet. So by the time you're like 45, 50, your feet are gonna be like jello. They're gonna be like little chicken bones and jello.
I know, yeah, like that. Your feet are like.
And then once your feet go, your ankles go and your knees go. And that's where people are like, oh my God, I got like a terrible back and hips and knees and everything. And it's
It all starts in the feet. Wait, so what do you?
it starts with the feet.
That's where it balances too.
Yeah, I would literally just start walking around barefoot, and it's like you're gonna notice your feet are gonna get sore because all the little muscles and tendons aren't worked. But just like 5 minutes a day, a little bit a day, and you build up to it over time. Like, it's taken me like 3 years to get to the point where I can just walk around barefoot all the time. My feet don't get sore.
I think you can walk pretty much wherever, and it's not like like pavement's not too rough on it.
It's not even so much the calluses. It's just the fact that like the connective tissue. So yeah, I can walk over gravel now. I can walk over a lot of stuff. Well, seashell. I don't know about seashells. Like I don't know about those. I mean, there's this.
You'd probably be better off on seashells than like someone who doesn't train their feet.
I think so. But then like I'll wear shoes if I'm going to go like on like a backpacking trip or something. So it's like if I'm doing more extreme things, but as like a daily thing, or even if I'm going to be walking like a crap ton, I may wear shoes simply because like
You don't want to blisters.
yeah, like if I'm like day after day, it can be a lot on my feet.
Overworking. I'm doing too much working out.
This is just like a workout. This is just like my daily like 30 minutes a day at least, just walking barefoot, and the athletic benefits are insane. Like I was not a good runner until I started walking barefoot and then running barefoot.
Because when you're in shoes, you really don't use your toes to walk with.
Yeah, you don't. You're just slamming your heel into the ground. So it's like I'm training myself to like very subtle little things with timing. And then one of the other benefits is competition jiu-jitsu, like my footwork. It makes my footwork absolutely incredible. Because
it's pretty much dancing at that point. It's all about football.
it is dancing. I like that. Someone said that about fighting. They're like, you want to think of it like as a dance, not a fight, because you can dance for hours, but you can only fight for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Fighting is exhausting. You have like little spurts of that, but it's mostly the movement. But what are you guys here for? You guys in high school?
Hanging out. Yeah. Exercise. If you got off work today, we were just like,
Well,
we
now I
got to
plan on
work.
exercise good feet.
I know, we're learning new stuff today. It looks like our
It's good stuff.
Let's come to learning these
I like
things.
talking to people. I like getting out there. What's the point of living if you're not like exposing yourself to other people?
I completely agree. I think that it's tremendously important. Do you guys do archery at all? Like,
I got a bow one time, like a shitty bow outside my backyard.
oh, dude, I love shitty bows.
Yeah, definitely.
I watch a lot of like people who do like deer hunting with compound bows and stuff. I see a lot of that stuff sometimes. But no, I don't know. It's cool. I like bow hunting.
I do a lot of like just target archery.
Yeah.
I find that to be
It strengthens everything in your chest and your back too, especially like heavy compound bows.
I do like the shitty. I got a 60-year-old recurve.
Okay.
That's like I got for $110 used, and it's like they're pretty common. Like if you go around, you can find like good recurve bows that are like they're just old, but like they're very functional. I like those. I'm thinking about making a bow with like wood from Home Depot soon. That's a project that I'm gonna do. I want to like use a hickory, and then I'm gonna make like a bunch of bows until they get really good. And once I get to the point where I'm like, I've cranked out like 5 really excellent bows, and I'm like, okay, I really need to start upgrading this. Then I'm gonna start upgrading the materials I'm using. But until that point, I'm just gonna use hickory from Home Depot
I mean,
because
if you keep getting better, you get better at archery. So when you make your own bows, you know what it's supposed to feel like. That's it. Especially when you get a good bow that's just older, it's still a good bow. You know, you get the feel for it. You know the draw. You know like how it should feel. So when you build a bow, it's not like you're just like throwing shit together.
Exactly.
Like, oh, this is good. You know, like you're like, okay, this is a little off. I need to work on that.
exactly, and that's sort of like how I'm thinking about it. Archery is. I mean, it's just incredible. It's crazy how precise you can get
I know.
with a
Human
stick
body's
throwing
crazy.
a stick.
Nobody realizes how precise the human body can be.
It's really, I find that really interesting. I'm gonna keep walking and making this video. You guys you're welcome to walk with me, but you're also welcome to.
So we're gonna check out the food trucks and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna head this way, but
Enjoy your day, man.
take care. Thank you guys. Hey. So that's fun, passing down wisdom to the youth. Good times, good times. If people find it interesting that I'm doing the barefoot walking, and I think that filming the interactions is interesting as well because Jerkar. that's I've never heard that before. But filming interactions is interesting because people will just come up to me, and I find that interesting. Some people will do videos that go out and they approach people, but people will just come up to me, so that's fun. The walking, very necessary. I guess these videos, like, back to the spiel. My spiel, like I was kind of giving them a little bit of my spiel. Kind of like, I guess next time I'll sort of like, I didn't really have a frame for the interaction. I was just kind of like, I'm making a video and they're talking to me, so I'm just going to talk. But I could have been more, I should have, just to be more proactive for my own sake, for the sake of like, just my own social skills and prowess and video making and everything. I could like get them all to start walking barefoot with me and commenting on it. Because I was kind of letting them lead, but they didn't really know where to lead that. So it didn't go anywhere, but I think that if I'd been more forward, then they could have had a better experience walking around barefoot with me for like 5 minutes that we were talking together. But either way, it's interesting. So I think that the smartphone is going to create new forms of human organization. It's either going to collapse society, which I don't think it's going to, or it's going to create new forms of human civilization in the same way that republics were created by the printing press. I don't think I'm going to use my wife's phone to film my taking over the world videos anymore, because I'm thinking about it, And my phone has this really excellent ability, this is a Samsung, to cut out any audio that is in the background, whereas my wife's phone is notorious at just completely losing the ability to capture my voice. But I'm going to keep the videos as they are and continue releasing them because I want to show the process of how this is developing, because I find that itself to be fascinating, this whole thing. And fundamentally, so my brain is feeling much better now than it was when I started walking around talking. But I think that fundamentally it is important to get out there and communicate. And
What can I say?
oh my god, I feel like there's like bugs biting my forehead. Are there bugs on me? No bugs. It's important to get out there, communicate, be proactive. Right now it's fascinating because right now I'm at the phase where people are, howdy, we're talking, but I got, you wanna, okay. So, like right now I'm at the phase where, I don't know, I'm at an interesting phase in my life. I'm at an interesting turning point. I don't entirely understand what's going on, but I think that the fact that I don't entirely understand what's going on, it's like swells of waves. Like I do understand what's going on, but I don't have perfect self-knowledge. I feel like I have perfect self-intuition, but it's not, there's much that is not articulated. I guess that's what I would say. There's much that is not articulated. And there's much that could be articulated, and there's much that would benefit by articulating. So, I don't know what form these videos are going to take right now. I guess, like, I've thought about it. I have a lot of different ideas. I feel the need to finish the Beyond Good and Evil series, to get through Beyond Good and Evil and make those videos. I'm not going to rush it, but I want to make those videos because I find that to be a very useful and worthwhile project. These fireworks. Last day of July, the 250th anniversary of our country's founding. So, I want to do those. I want to make lecture series about the books that I'm writing. I want to make lists of all the ideas that I think are most likely going to change the world, and then explicate those. But my Beyond Good and Evil video series is an attempt to categorize those thoughts. So I'll see how that goes, because that's the result of another project I'm working on at the same time. But there's so many ideas, and ideas have their say in the world. And I feel the world being pulled in a certain direction. And I have an understanding that other directions would be more optimal. So, as a citizen of this great republic, it is my duty to inform my fellow citizens of all that I know in this regard, so that my country, our country, can be the greatest country that it can possibly be, because no one else is going to do it. It's just simply not going to happen if we don't make it happen. That's the whole point of a republic, is that we can make it happen. When they got done with writing the Constitution, they asked them, "What have you given us?" And he said, "A republic, sir, if you can keep it." And I think that is the crux of the whole thing, is a republic if you can keep it. So it's weird though, like it's very weird, but I think it's always been distasteful to share one's real opinions. That's why because they're kind of like gross. I mean, like, not really. They're also beautiful, but they're unrefined, you know? I have to risk being a fool or being thought a fool. I just don't really care. I think that caring is a serious disadvantage because fundamentally people don't really have fixed ideas of things because they don't really think according to principle, they think according to fashion. And so fashion changes, their opinions change. It was never of consequence. And that is really all there is to it. It's fundamentally just the fact that it's uncomfortable to try to figure things out, but it is more uncomfortable to live in hell. So I guess I'm just comfortable with making myself uncomfortable, which is why I do jiu-jitsu, archery, and I don't know. I mean, it's not even really uncomfortable. It's just sort of like decisions at certain points in time. Because looking back, decisions that seemed uncomfortable were really just uncomfortable because of the time period in which I was making the decision. And I would have just kind of felt uncomfortable regardless of what I decided to do because I was just at a point in my life where my understanding was eclipsed by my understanding of my own ignorance. And that just sort of seems to me to be a feature of reality. And these things are built into life in some sense. There's many different points in your life when there's conflagrescences of meaning. Like people say, oh, your life has epochs of 7 years. 7, 14, 21, 28, etc. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But the point is that thinking about your life in this way is something that people do all the time. And the reason they do it is because it makes sense. Because there are just epochs of life. And you feel different things during these epochs. Because patterns emerge due to... you have emergent properties based on just certain conditions. You have conditions and you have tendencies, and the tendencies and conditions mix together to create emergent properties. And these happen at points in time. So that's just how it goes. And kind of want to tie this whole video together into one big idea bundle. One big bundle of ideological joy. I guess the joy is ultimately that with AI language models using everything that human beings have made before the advent of AI to train themselves on human data, we are going to create a premium on unpredictable behavior. So everyone better be used to and expecting some unexpected stuff to happen.